Recently, we concluded our online trainer-led course on Introduction to JavaScript and SAP UI5 for ABAP developers. Now we are ready with the follow-up course on SAP UI5 with OData and SAP Fiori. This will be our concluding course on SAP UI5 and Fiori. The prerequisite for this course is that you need to have good knowledge of SAP UI5 front-end design. You should know how to read input, text fields, work with objects and arrays, and good hands-on knowledge of JSON models. Please note, we will not be covering the basics of UI5. If you are a fresher in UI5, you should not enroll in this course. Also, the course is planned for the morning time in India, so the participants from Europe and Western Asia should not join as it will be midnight or early morning for them. Participants from Australia, New Zealand, Indian subcontinent, East Asia, North and South America are welcome as the time suits them. Before we reveal what we are planning to cover in the new training, we want to showcase what our participants learned and designed in our previous JavaScript and SAP UI5 introduction training. We learned high level about HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Check this simple page we designed in our last training. We try to learn about tags, hyperlinks, image handling, input fields, submit buttons, HTTP CRUD operations, blocks, ordered and unordered list, tables, DOM, audio-video controls, how to make the page responsive using float property. If you click this, the pages will and the elements will align themselves as they are responsive. We checked unconditional styling, pseudo classes. We also learned the trick to transpose the unordered list elements using CSS. We do not need to master HTML, CSS and JavaScript for UI5 development, but having the basic understanding of the topic surely helps. In the JavaScript, we learned how to use browser console for our UI research and development. We covered the variables, data types, operators, strings, object variables, arrays, push-pop functions, loops, and many more. We learned how to debug and play with the data at runtime. This is one of the simple assignments submitted by one of the participants during the second week. So here we have covered fragments, buttons, passing values, table controls, navigation toolbars and icons. So if you see here, we can pass from one fragment to the main page and the data got reflected. We also have this navigation buttons. So in this we have this normal buttons. So if I click here, the data is getting reflected in the input fields, and if you can clear, it gets cleared. So if I want to add one more column in this or one more row in this table, we can do that. So this is a simple page UI development we did in the initial weeks. Let us check another assignment submitted by another participant. He has handled the values, multi combo box and date pickers in this assignment. So if I add say apple add, so it's giving food apple is successfully added. So if I give 2 here, so they have multi pickers here, multi combo box and then date picker. Say I have a date and calculate. The difference between the two dates is 26 days. So this is a simple assignment, but it's really important because this gives us the fundamentals for our UI development. Let me quickly show you one more assignment submitted by yet another participant. He also showed how to handle data in UI screen along with the date picker. So he has a date picker as well. And if you see, he gets the difference here. And then he has given a name, say hello. So he has handled this, say hello. And then if you see here, he has handled the multi combo box. So you can select all or you can select just a couple of them. And then he has given a push button which will copy these rows and put it in the bottom table. So this is a table control. and they have used JSON model for all this development. In our introduction course, we have not covered OData. Therefore, in this new training, we will start with OData. We will cover the CRUD operations along with the testing and debugging of OData. ABAPers will find it very easy. Next, we will integrate the UI with OData services and perform CRUD operations in SAP backend. All our UI development will be done using Web IDE. We will learn how to deploy using ABAP program and also learn how to deploy using Web IDE. Then we will move to SAP Fiori and its design principles and types. We will learn how to make use of the SAP Fiori library. We will learn in details the SAP Fiori Launchpad. We will understand the concepts of tiles, catalogs, groups, semantic objects, and PFCG objects. We will install, configure, and activate standard Fiori apps, and also do front-end and back-end extension of a standard Fiori app. This training should make you a complete SAP UI5 and Fiori consultant, and after the course, we are confident you will be project ready to work in any front-end implementation or support projects. We give more stress on classroom exercises. The trainer will explain and give a demo of the topic, and you will have to do some exercises during the class time itself. You need to come prepared and put some efforts. Unlike other trainers who teach and leave, we will force you to do the exercises during the class. If you think you cannot put effort during the training hours, this might not be the right course for you. We suggest you should not enroll. We devote more than 40% of our training hours for the classroom exercises by the participants. If you sit idle during this training, it will be a waste of your time and money. Only if you are ready to put efforts during the training hours, only and only then you should be able to take maximum benefit of this training and the trainer's presence. Apart from the classroom exercises, the trainer will provide you some assignments which you have to investigate, research, and complete. Please make a note of the training dates and time. As revealed earlier, the timing might not suit participants from Europe and Western Asia, so please plan accordingly. We are open for registration till 7th of April 2020. You do not pay while at registration. You are just showing interest in the course. We will send more information to the registered users only. You need to pay and enroll for the course by April 13th, 2020. Once you enroll, we will send you your unique student ID and S/4HANA 1809 server access by 15th April 2020. You need to connect your web ID to S/4HANA system and get ready for your training. You will have access to S/4HANA server till the 31st May 2020. The S/4HANA server access is included in the training fee. You do not need to pay extra for it. The training will start on April 18th, 2020 and it will be concluded on May 10th, 2020. Please note this is Indian Standard Time dates. You might need to convert to your local dates and time. Recordings will be provided after each class. You will have lifetime access to these recordings. If you miss any class for any unforeseen reasons, you may always watch the recordings and get ready for the next class. Till date, we have trained more than 400 participants and we always receive positive feedback. You may check the review of our previous batch participants in the training page. Link is provided in the description below. If you still have some queries or questions, feel free to WhatsApp us at +1 646 727 9273 or email us at mailsapyard@gmail.com. Hope to see you live on the training day. Stay safe and stay indoors during this time of pandemic. Have a wonderful time ahead.